All right, Cowboys fans, this is what we call honest hour. All right, went back, rewatched the game, and obviously, we lost. But the way we lost and the embarrassing nature in which we lost is what really concerns me as a fan, as a football savant, as a coach. I coach 8-year-olds. As a competitor, I'm a competitor, dog. It's funny. A lot of things people don't know about me when they watch this YouTube stuff is like, well, first off, people think I'm short for some reason. I have no idea, but whenever they see me in person, they realize that I'm really 6'2". So, anyway, and I like to compete in everything that I do. And yesterday, watching them play against Green Bay, I like the fight at the end. Even when we were driving, you just had a feeling you didn't have enough time to win. But I like the fight. But the game wasn't lost at the end of the game. It really wasn't. The game was lost here, and how you tackled and how you stopped the running and getting bullied and getting waved at by Aaron Jones. Now, obviously, Amari Cooper ended the day with, his best statistical performance ever. Congratulations, Coop. But that drop in the beginning of the game, like, this team isn't good enough to play from behind. Dak isn't good enough as a quarterback to play from behind and just flat out win you a game. I think it's time that we be transparent. And in my last video, I think it was 2 videos ago, when we lost to the Saints, Cowboys fans, if you go look at the comments, it was a lot of fans who gave me hell. You're not a real fan. What do you mean? You got to be a good team to beat good teams. You're jumping off the bandwagon. It's not me. It's not me by any means jumping off the bandwagon. It's me being real. As a fan, as a coach, as a evaluator, you got to be real and look at your team and evaluate accordingly. All right, so I said in that video, and I said it, my theme this week was if you're a good team, you can beat a good team. The Packers are a good team. I thought the Packers got bullied against Philly, especially in that second half. I told you guys all week. Then they come to your place and bully you. And Aaron Jones is hot dogging on your screen, on the Cowboys screen, on the TV, and is saying this is my house. Well, you know what? Aaron Jones is right. Aaron Jones could take a crap on the middle of the field because he owns that. He owned that defense. So for all the struggles we had offensively, Dak's interceptions really should have had 4. I like the way Zeke ran, just couldn't get him going because you were so far behind. For all the struggles that we had offensively, and for all the way that the game turned, and just the flat out, just the disgust at certain things that I saw offensively. This defense is scary, and there's somebody who deserves blame. And I wouldn't say blame, but we give him a lot of praise, and we talked about the switch he did and made the switch with Byron Jones and this, that, and the third. Well, now it's time for Kris Richard to get a little. He needs to be talked about a little bit. And I'm going to tell you why. You guys got mad at me when I said that these corners aren't playing good ball. They're not. They aren't. They don't make nobody in this defensive backfield makes plays. Nobody. At least when he was with the Legion of Boom, those guys took the ball away. We don't turn the ball over. We don't. That's number 1. Number 2, Leighton Vander Esch had his worst game as a pro. In the defensive meeting room, in the game plan room, when they all come together, the linebackers coach, the defensive coordinator, the DB coach, obviously headed by Kris Richard, and then he's making the plays, and he's calling the plays on defense. They have to see what's going on with Sean Lee in this linebacking core and get him off the field. They also have to coach up a player like Leighton Vander Esch and say, dog, you had a great year last year, but this ain't it. Now, he's been decent this year. He has been good, so I'm not completely jumping off the Leighton Vander Esch bandwagon. But I have never seen a game where a linebacker who Leighton Vander Esch, he has a lot of skill. Let me just say that. 260 plus, can run, can move his hips and change. But he took some of the worst angles I've ever seen in my life. Bad angles. Missed tackles. Didn't run his feet. It was just really fundamental things that he just broke down on. And that's what I say. That's what, there's one thing that I can say, I think he will be fine. But sometimes you guys as fans, you get mad when a person like myself or Vach or Joe or whoever tells you the truth, gives you an unbiased opinion. Like, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm a realist first. That wasn't it. All right? I'm not even going to blame Garrett. I know there's a lot of people who want Garrett gone, but he has coordinators in position for a reason. This defensive tackle group sucks, period. DeMarcus Lawrence got paid, and I don't even know if he still plays on the team. Now, there was a lot of holding calls. Guess what? It's the NFL. The game was ref terribly. But this is why I didn't want to do a recap yesterday, because I was so infuriated. I was like, dog, I just need to go to sleep and sleep on it so I can really get my thoughts together. And normally I give my that intro, but I was thoroughly disgusted. It's one thing to lose by like, they just had a better receiving core. They just had better athletes. It's another thing when you get punched in the mouth. And we real live got punched by Brian Bulaga and Elton Jenkins, who's a rookie. Elton Jenkins why is Leighton Vander Esch at the goal line on his back? Like, he's our linebacker. He's supposed to fill. He's the force. He's supposed to come up and take that block on, and he's on his back. This is a Green Bay finesse offensive line, and we got bullied. Aaron Jones waved at Byron Jones scoring. Richard, that's your position group, dude. Terrible angles to come tackle. Byron Jones grabbing and trying to grab somebody's arm. Break down and make a tackle. I mean, it's terrible. I talk to my 8-year-olds about that. We do that drill every day. We're physical in practice. We hit today in practice. So, it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating because, and this just leads me to another point. It's time for us as Cowboys fans to start being accountable. And this team, we got high. Beat the Giants, beat the Dolphins, beat the Skins. 3 bad teams. 3 teams that won't sniff 5 wins. You lost to Teddy Bridgewater, and the score didn't really indicate how bad that you lost to Green Bay. So, where does that leave you? Again, I had us at 12-4. I may be wrong. We'll see what happens. If something can happen, you're probably average. Again, the problem is there's too much talent on this team for this team to be an average team. If Dak's not a top 10 quarterback, I still don't care. You still have too much talent on this team. The defense. Xavier Woods can play. We've seen it. That was an effort thing. Leighton Vander Esch can play. Effort thing. Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith is the one, I think, leader who can get guys going. But I think the problem is with this team is, dog, especially, defensively, just as a team, we just don't have any Rough Riders, dog. We don't have any goons on this team. You got Zadarius Smith running his mouth to Dak, and nobody's doing anything. No, they just looking. We don't have any goons on it. We don't have anybody on this team who's gonna say, no. That ain't about to happen. Be honest, the biggest goon we got who will go and knock somebody out is Jeff Heath. Third point. This coaching staff has to start evaluating players and start ruffling some feathers. Anthony Brown should not be on the field over Jordan Lewis. I don't care. Jordan Lewis needs to play football for this defense, period. He's a playmaker. He was in Michigan. He's been one for the Cowboys when he got an opportunity. I know he had a rough game against Green Bay against Devontae Adams. Thank God Devontae Adams didn't play Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers probably would have threw for 500 yards. He didn't go crazy on us, but he was able to just hand the ball to Aaron Jones. Great. Jordan Lewis needs to be in this role. He needs to be playing football. My last point, Joe Thomas needs to be playing football. So if that's Sean Lee, his reps getting sacrificed. If that's Leighton Vander Esch's rep, I don't care. Joe Thomas has shown me that he's a good football player, that he will come up and squeeze on a tackle. And Jordan Lewis has shown me that, if nothing else, I get the size thing, but he will try to make the play. He will try to intercept the ball. Cheeto, his awareness sucks. His awareness sucks. So, Kris Richard, you say all the right things and you're so intense, and I've given you credit for that. Now you need a little blame. Ryan Marinelli, he on his way out. He got a ring. Richard, everybody's like, oh, Richard is definitely the next head coach. Why? Why is he the next head coach? This defense, why? Why is Richard the next head coach? And then I turn the Colts game, and what are the Colts doing? Oh, nothing. Just stopping, Pat Mahomes. Just tackling great. They don't even have Darius Leonard in the game. Still playing good football. Oh, who's their defensive coordinator? Matt Eberflus. I want you guys to think about that, Cowboys fans. Me and Joe were talking about this. It's your boy Foots, y'all. This was a tough one. If you guys don't like it, if you guys want to get on here and whine and cry and say I'm not a good, then unsubscribe. Like, I love my family. But if you think that I'm making BS up or pulling stuff out of hat or whatever because I'm critical of the team, unsubscribe. Go listen to .com, where they're going to soften everything up. 9 years. Jason Garrett regime, average. Beat sorry teams, can't beat good teams, can't win the game. Yesterday, you weren't prepared, dog. Team wasn't prepared. Team was a tick slow. It's your boy Foots. Peace.